and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, where we explore how technology, AI, and cybersecurity are reshaping the way we work. This segment of our tour, we are back at it again, live in London, interviewing top IT leaders. Each episode, we're going to bring you insights from real leaders and industry experts on how organizations can navigate today's challenges and unlock tomorrow's opportunities. From making sense of complex data, to simplifying IT environments, to delivering real business outcomes, Lenovo is helping businesses of every size reimagine what's possible. Join us as we dive into the future of work. Work Reborn. Let's go. Hello, my name is Rita, your host of the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, live in London. Today, I'm joined with a guest, and we're going to talk all about AI, cybersecurity, and more. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to introduce yourself, your name, what you do?
Sure. My name is Ragui Bassali. I am the CISO of LuxEnergie. It's the leading power generation and production in Luxembourg. And we are having about 50 power stations across the country.
Wow. Would you say you like the work that you do? What excites you about your role at your company?
Well, it's really very interesting, this kind of job, because you are keeping learning, getting experience, and it's always a running pace in a proactive and reactive manner. So you are just like some kind of detective when it should be. And sometimes you are having to judge and to be one step ahead of the cyber criminals. Also, we need to have also a hat for the compliance and the operation as well. So it's something really interesting.
So you wear many hats, and you just don't know what hat you're going to wear for the day between
Exactly.
compliance and AI and research.
Yeah, every day has its challenges.
Every day has its challenges. Well, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a report we recently did. We interviewed over 600 senior IT leaders about some of those topics. And we found that complexity of the IT environment was ranked as the #1 barrier to using AI for security. Does that align with your experience?
Yes, I think this is right, because when we started building cybersecurity, it is has been from scratch. It means that we are having many IT system one over the other, and the mindset in the beginning was just to closing the gaps to if we are having any kind of vulnerability risk, and that was really a challenge to have an IT ecosystem that we can have a simple and straight cybersecurity mission. But given that it was not starting from scratch, and the IT will keep running, it will not wait for us until we find out something in specific for the cybersecurity. So we have to build upon what is already there, not from scratch. So it has to be a little bit tricky to make the business impact analysis to know what exactly you have to do, because by the end, we don't need to forget that we are a supporting function for the business. Any business is profitable or non-profitable. By the end, we are having to support the decision maker to take the right decision upon what they are having as facts and risk assessment for sure. So yes, I agree, it's very complex.
Right. I can only imagine how complex it is, and within your capacity as well, too. But there is some conversation around, okay, yes, it is complex, but potentially maybe automation could be introduced to help with the complexity in some ways. From our report, it was a low amount of respondents, but we found that 12% of respondents said automation would reduce IT headcount. Most said it would shift teams to higher value of work versus the negative of that. So have you been experimenting with automation? What impact has automation had on your IT team's role?
Well, I had the privilege to be the head of automation in Orange Business Services for about 3 years. And I was managing a team for automation of developers, project managers, and analytics. And during that time, the important factor, which is the most important asset in any company, is a human asset. And the automation to be run in a right way, it has to be to make the life of the human better with much empathy and transparency. So the most important is when you are running an automation project, you have to let them understand what you are going to do, how it will impact them, showing empathy and showing that any question have an answer. And instead of just giving them what we are doing, it's engaging them in this journey to be part of it. It's giving more certainty about the destination, and they will be more engaged instead of having an anxiety,
Right.
burnout,
A
this kind of.
reluctance to adopt.
Exactly, exactly. But the best thing is to make them part of the project.
Can you elaborate on an example of how that empathy is considered? Like, is there, you know what I mean? Because I like how you were talking about how you're not just innovating to innovate or to create the automation, but there's that human
Yes,
aspect that you keep in mind.
of course. So we've been having an example of switching level one of operation of the help desk towards automation. And that would mean that the level one agents, human agents, will no longer be needed by only 20% instead of 100%. At that time, we have to give them the idea that it's time now to upskill yourself. It's time now to go to level two. It's never too late. And this is the future. And we rely on you. We are confident that you are being able to go to the second level and proceed effectively. The most important is, again, is keep them in a transparent communication and making sure that they are really understanding the mission without any kind of discrepancy or something is not
Right.
clear. Yeah,
The transparency is key in that
it's a key.
regard.
Communication, transparency, empathy.
Fantastic. Well, I'm so glad that I got someone who knew a little bit of something about automation to talk about that key point with me because it sounds like the work that you do, you're very passionate about, and you're definitely a leader in the space. So I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
your time.
I appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If anyone is interested in learning more about any of these facts that we discussed today, check out the Lenovo Work Reborn report. The QR code is on the screen or the link in the comments or description below. Thank you for listening to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. To learn more about how Lenovo is helping organizations transform with AI, cybersecurity, and smarter IT solutions, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment with any other questions that you would like us to discuss on our next episodes. See you next time. Lenovo.